Rapunzel, the girl with the golden hair. Once upon a time, in a quiet village near a dark forest, lived a kind couple who longed for a child. One day, the wife began craving the rampions, a leafy vegetable, growing in the garden next door. But it wasn't just any garden, it belonged to a wicked witch who was feared by everyone. The craving grew so strong that the husband, desperate to help his wife, climbed over the garden wall one night, and stole a handful of rampions. As he tried to escape, the witch caught him. Furious, she agreed to spare him only if he promised to give her their baby once it was born. Fearing for his life, he agreed. When their baby girl was born, the witch appeared, took the child, and named her Rapunzel. She grew up to be beautiful, gentle, and kind, with long golden hair that shimmered like sunlight. When Rapunzel turned 12, the witch locked her away in a tall tower hidden deep in the forest. The tower had no doors and only one small window at the very top. The only way in or out was by climbing Rapunzel's magical hair. Every day, the witch would call, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." And Rapunzel would lower her long braids so the witch could climb up. Rapunzel knew no one else in the world. Her days were lonely, filled with songs, dreams, and the quiet breeze through the window. One day, a young prince was riding through the forest when he heard Rapunzel singing from her tower. Enchanted by her voice, he watched from a distance and saw the witch climb up her hair. After the witch left, the prince returned and called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Just like that, Rapunzel lowered her braid, and the prince climbed up. Startled at first, Rapunzel was frightened, having never seen anyone but the witch. But the prince spoke kindly, and over time, they became friends. He visited her often, bringing books, songs, and stories of the world beyond the tower. Slowly, they fell in love and began dreaming of a life together. But one day, Rapunzel innocently said to the witch, "Mother Gothel, why are you so much heavier than the prince?" Realizing she had been betrayed, the witch's anger exploded. She cut off Rapunzel's beautiful hair and banished her to a faraway desert. Then she waited in the tower with the cut braid. When the prince came calling, the witch let down the hair. As he climbed, she laughed wickedly and pushed him from the tower. He fell into a patch of thorns, which blinded him. Heartbroken and blind, the prince wandered the world, searching for Rapunzel by the sound of her voice. Many months later, in the middle of the silent desert, the prince heard a familiar melody. It was Rapunzel, singing her sorrow. He called her name, and she rushed into his arms. Overwhelmed with joy, she cried, and her magical tears fell onto his eyes, healing them. He could see her again. Together, they returned to the prince's kingdom, where they were married in a grand celebration. Rapunzel's parents were found and reunited with her, and the witch was never seen again. The kingdom rejoiced, for true love had triumphed over fear, lies, and loneliness. And from that day forward, Rapunzel lived happily ever after, no longer trapped in a tower, but free, loved, and full of light. Moral of the story: true love, courage, and kindness can overcome even the darkest challenges. Never lose hope, even when all seems lost. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel.